EU experts are to prepare plans for possible travel ban, asset freeze that could be imposed on the Syrian leadership. Diplomats say the preparation for sanctions are moving very quickly. Would this raise the same old questions? Sanctions and procedures are moving too fast to deal with the Arab nations, while when it comes to Israel and all its crimes against humanity, no moves were taken. How can we see this move?
Last statement for the Arab League Secretary General Amr Moussa, he said 3 days after 3 days there is a strong decision will be issued by the Arab League against the regime in Syria. But we use the Arab League is not talking and giving a strong statement without the support of the United States, especially even Europe. So we have to wait and to see what will happen, but the military intervention is not going to happen in this stage. It can be happen later on because Assad is giving...
But sir, do you expect a military intervention in Syria even if in a later stage, or this solution is quite impossible?
No, it can be done. It can be done after they will change the regime in Yemen, and after they find the solution in Libya, they will go to Syria to military intervention. All will support and will send military equipments to rebels in Syria to fight against the regime.
So what are the similarities between the situation in Libya and the situation in Syria, and can we expect a repetition of the Libyan scenario in Syria?
It can be done. There is a similarity, but there is only one point, the oil. In Libya there is no oil, in Syria there is no oil. So if many thousands of people will die in Syria, no problem, because there is no oil. So and the EU and the UN and the United States and the Arab countries didn't care about the poor, even the Arab countries, about the poor countries, they do care about themselves only. And the US is guiding the world, and they are preparing a new agenda for the next 50 years. That will be...
So you are expecting a military intervention in Syria, and it might happen as well in Yemen? Or the situation in Yemen is quite different?
In Yemen the situation is different, and most of the people expecting Ali Abdullah Saleh will listen to the GCC countries' advice, and they will sign a new agreement with the opposition parties and with the rebels or protesters in the streets. But yesterday he didn't sign. He refused, and he said the ruling party will sign. That means he is escaping from his responsibility and insists to stay against his nation. And from here we will say Ali Abdullah will not leave his office, but the people will force him to step down. Yes.
Sir, let's consider the worst-case scenario that a military campaign is launched against the Syrian regime. Which EU states do you expect to support the move?
The Syrian file is very complicated because the Syrian file is not, we are not talking about the Syrian regime only. We are talking about Iran, about Hezbollah, and about Turkish efforts would like to stop any military intervention, and they advise Assad to leave. The Turkish people advise Assad to leave his office, but he insists to stay. This Turkey don't like any military intervention because of the closed border between Turkey and Syria, and they are doing really a great effort to stop or to try to find the solution, but Assad is not listening. And also there is some officials in Syria leading Bashar al-Assad and leading the society to new massacre. That's
Sir, in Geneva, the UN Human Rights Council endorsed a call for investigative mission on the bloodshed as it voted in favor of a resolution condemning the crackdown in Syria against the protesters. Russia, a traditional Syrian ally which opposed the Geneva vote on Friday, slammed the West's double standard and bias as the foreign ministry warned anew against foreign interference in Syria. How do you see the Russian reaction towards the sanctions imposed on Syria?
We have two reactions. We should talk about it, the Russian and the Chinese.
Yeah.
Start 1 week ago when the Security Council would like to issue a draft resolution for the Syrian case. They use veto to stop this issue, and it's not strange because that is the last country dealing with Russia, Syria, and it's incredible for them to believe that they will lose the last country.
A strong ally or a main ally for them. And
the Chinese didn't. They don't like. They would like to stop the Western countries to control all the situation in the Middle East. They are trying, but they will not success. Yeah, each country is looking for his business inside different regimes, or different areas all over the world.
Sir, finally, how do you see the Arab reactions towards what's going on in Syria?
The Arab reactions, unfortunately, it's shame reaction, and we are not. The Arab people is not relying on unfortunately, on the Arab reactions, and they are not relying on especially the rulers, the Arab rulers. They are relying on the nations, the Arab nations, and the West actions. Yeah.
Mr. Mohamed El-Alfy, political expert, thank you very much, sir, for your input, and thank you for being with us here on Nile International. And that, our dear viewers, brings us to the end of today's edition of our program Around the Globe. Hope you have enjoyed it. Until we meet again, I'm Mahis Rabia. Many thanks for watching.